Fine right here.
Okay, can you grab that red packet?
Here
Because I want to show everybody that your set of knives will come to you in a clamshell like this. Don't these look great? You're going to get 5 knives in this collection. Now, Chef, help me here.
Yeah.
This is the paring knife. This is a utility knife.
Right.
Here's a chef's knife. This is a bread knife. And then this is your 8-inch chef knife?
8-inch hollow ground chef's knife. That's right. That's
now, they also call this a Santoku, right?
You got it. I was just about to say that.
There it is. So some might call it a chef's knife. You can also call it a Santoku. These are all beautiful. Now tell us about Ginsu knives, because we remember these from the television ads.
That's right. You know, I have a special place in my heart for Ginsu. It was the first knife I ever demonstrated when I was 16 years old.
Is that right?
At the LA County Fairgrounds. So here I am. Oh my gosh, 30-something years later. Just whatever.
Some number of years later.
Yeah,
yes.
and this is the latest and greatest. So starting off, this is our Santoku knife. 7 inches, it has these scallops on the blade, so nothing sticks. So if you're ever cutting through a potato or a turnip, it just goes right through it. It is razor sharp. I'm not telling you to cut your potatoes like this, but look at that raw, hard potato. It cuts through just like nothing. See there? Okay.
Like nothing. Oh my word. Okay. It just glides right through, right?
And you know, a sharp knife is a safe knife. So this is your up and down. Santoku means 3 virtues. That's chop, mince, and slice.
Wow.
So this will do all 3. Okay, next knife. Now, this is a very special knife. This is our 8-inch, I call this the carving knife here. They call it the chef's knife. It has a hollow ground edge. Now, this is why Ginsu knives stay sharp longer than a regular knife. It's not necessarily the metal, it's the design of the blade. So this will cut like a straight knife, but it will stay sharp longer. So look at this piece of meat, no shredding. See how nice and clean that line is? And that's because if you did this with a regular serrated knife, it'll shred it, you know, because serrated knives are kind of like saws.
Right.
Well, this is sharpened on both knives, on both sides, so it also cuts perfectly straight, so right-handed or left-handed.
And this was Mr. Wonderful Kevin O'Leary's beautiful filet that he did last hour, and you can see how nicely it cuts and how beautifully these slices are coming together using that great Ginsu knife.
Yes.
Remember, Ginsu is a knife that never needs to go, well, it can go in the dishwasher.
It can go in, it's the only knife I will ever say, and it says right on, if you look on the blade, it says right here, dishwasher safe, right there. It is the only knife I'll say that can go in the dishwasher. They harden and temper it. The handles are hard like a bowling ball, so they won't break. There's no rivets. And it wouldn't be Ginsu, David, if I didn't at least cut a can.
Yeah, we don't recommend you do this at home, but this is what they do in all the commercials. I will also tell you there's no reorder on this set of knives, and we don't have a lot of these to go around. Once they're gone for good. This is our only order, something very, very special and exciting.
Yeah, and I mean, this knife is just a workhorse of a knife. If you need to cut cardboard, linoleum, maybe you need to cut cooking twine, don't wreck your expensive $100 knives. Use your Ginsus. These are workhorses of knives. But this is our bread knife. This is an 8-inch bread knife, so even the hardest thing to cut is soft bread.
Well, and this is soft, fresh bread.
Yeah, and I mean, David, let me just show you how that just like floats through that. There is a beautiful, and again, that blade, because of that hollow ground edge on there, it doesn't shred it. Notice there's no crumbs on that board.
If you're buying baguettes at the store and you're using your bread knife and it's smashing the bread loaf, or it's ripping and tearing,
yeah, if you're doing
guess what? That knife is not doing its job. It should be sharp. It should go through that fresh bread, even fresh bread, like butter. This is $25. It's also available on Easy Pay, and this is brand new today. These are all dishwasher safe knives. If you remember what it was like cutting with a really great knife and you miss those days, this is the set of knives for you to get, because remember, you get them in a set of 5. They'll come in this clamshell, and they're perfect. Don't miss out on this. This is ceramic coated.
Ceramic coated, right, so it glides easily through, and they are sharpened on both sides, so it cuts perfectly straight. So, and I just love that they look serrated, but they're hollow ground. They cut like a straight knife. You'll notice when you use it. Take a look at this tomato. I just take 1 stroke through. If you don't have a knife that can cut like this, try these out. I think you'll really like them. Make them nice and thin. I can get that so paper thin.
Now, one thing I did earlier is I cut some slices of this fresh, hard salami, and I'm going to show you a little tip and trick. This is called s'more you know. The s'more you know.
The s'more you know.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Better the s'more you know than the s'more you don't know. All right, now, what you're going to do is take slices of salami and put them around the ring of a wine glass, around the rim of the wine glass.
Okay.
And you want to double these up, and and just do a little press with each slice because it's the wetness of the salami that'll act like the glue that holds this together. Now, right now, it doesn't look like a lot. It just looks like rows of salami on a wine glass.
Okay.
But if I turn it upside down on my charcuterie board, Chef, it turns into a rose.
Oh.
Take a look over here. Follow me over here.
Go ahead. I gotta
And
see
right
this.
behind you, I'm going to take this salami ringed wine glass and turn it upside down on the charcuterie. Now remove the wine glass and look what I've got left behind. A beautiful salami rose. Look at that. You can fill that with blue cheese stuffed olives.
That is so cool.
You can fill it with pimento cheese. You can fill it with any kind of yummy dip.
Yeah.
And then
like a
use
baked
it on your charcuterie. It's the s'more you know, and that is important. Hey, let me update you on the Ginsu. 800 of these sets are gone,
thanks.
and I have 500 more people on the phone lines. Now, only 1,800 sets of these are left to go around. They can go in the dishwasher, and you're going to love them because it's $25 for a set of 5, and they come in this great clamshell. Hello, gift closet.
Yeah.
Put one of these inside there and then just have it at the ready when you have a gift-giving opportunity. All that is available for you. Chef Jeremy Parker, you're coming back with
Green
a
pan.
great item. It might be a dinner time deal. What is that all about? We'll tell you about that. But right now, let's check in with Chelsea Phillips-Reed, who has some